Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, break. Light blue. Black, red. Ready?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion left is Rodgers. On 3rd down, Melvin. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Lance now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Allen. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Melvin steps away to his left. That's complete, right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here we go, set.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
97. 3-3.
They'll run here with Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off play action. Melvin looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Allen. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some room to run now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.